I showed how to use cards to pay taxes in a prior video. I mentioned how you'd have to manage multiple, possibly many, financial accounts. This video builds on the importance of growing your credit portfolio through managing multiple accounts to include as many credit accounts as possible, along with asset accounts like checking, savings, and investments, among others. We all want ease and convenience when it comes to finances. For many consumers, this means just having one card with one checking account. Anytime they need to borrow, they can visit that same bank that oversees their card and checking account for help. Borrowers that engage their finances in this way miss out on some rewarding opportunities. First, they don't get to accumulate lots of rewards from sign-up bonuses for credit cards, checking, savings, and other asset accounts. Second, if the borrower in the example mentioned earlier wanted to borrow money for a house, car, or other asset and was unhappy with the terms their bank provided, it might be difficult to pivot that relationship with another lender, given they don't have any history except with their one bank. To be clear, if you are spending more than you're making because times are tough, that's a different scenario, and if it applies to you, then focus on getting your budget under control. Once you've tipped the budget scale back in your favor, then it gets easier to accrue more rewards and better terms from lenders. One of the easiest ways to make some inroads with lenders is to open a checking account and have your direct deposits made there. Many banks offer sign-up bonuses for opening checking and savings accounts. They'll often include a requirement like having direct deposits as a condition for receiving the bonus. Knowing this, you can open one or several checking or savings accounts every year to score more bonuses from the bank. The bonus conditions vary, but some banks may only want you to keep a certain amount of cash for so many months. This can make it much easier since you don't need to send your direct deposit over and can simply park so much money into the account and wait until the bonus period passes. Then after the bonus is received, close the account and move on to the next bank. The same strategy can be applied to credit cards. Many lenders want to see more than just a good credit score, especially if the borrower's credit history isn't extensive. Allowing the lender to see your deposit history via checking accounts is a great way to reduce the lender's internal scoring model and classifying you as a riskier customer. So the accounts start to grow twofold, one on the asset side and the other on the credit side. The hard part for many consumers that grow their finance accounts this way is maintaining so many of them. How do you get multiple checking account bonuses if every lender demands a direct deposit? Well, you can split your direct deposit across multiple accounts, or go to Dr. of Credit's website to see which banks would allow you to move money from one of your accounts at another bank into their bank and allow that to qualify as a direct deposit. Remember what I said about getting your budget under control? Once it is, you can use the growing cash that exceeds your budget to fulfill bonus requirements at banks that want you to park that cash for a certain amount of time. Then close and repeat as the bank's term allow it to keep coming back for more in bonus money over time. The same could be applied to credit cards. However, as you accumulate more cards, certain ones will make sense to hodl. Remember the importance of a lengthy credit history. This is where these cards will benefit you the most. The hard part will be managing all the checking accounts you'll be paying from to all the cards you've accumulated. This is a good problem to have because it means your credit portfolio is growing and lenders see you as less risky. But updating your pay from account into all these cards will get tedious and time consuming. This is why I've always kept one checking account as my base account. This base account is where I usually make all my payments from. That way, I don't have to keep updating cards with the newest checking account I've just opened, which can happen as often as every quarter in my case. There are ways to move the money from one checking account to another with minimal effort. So my direct deposit may go to a new checking account I just opened, but it eventually gets rerouted back to my home base checking account so I can make my payments. To be clear, the overall goal is to always build relationships with lenders. I've heard too many consumers that want simplicity when it comes to finances and complain how the credit system is unfair, despite having a good score and reliable income. You have to remember, it's not about being fair. It's about making your situation appear less risky by continuously building relationships. I've opened and closed many asset and credit accounts with all the bigger lenders over the years. I've amassed thousands in rewards and bonuses. Imagine yourself being the one that dictates when a relationship will end with lenders instead of the other way around. The system isn't fair. Those with money always get rewarded with better terms. Why not use the asset and credit building scheme I've laid out to take advantage of lenders in return? Let me know about your plans in the comments anytime. Hit it, Steve.